So we're here at Winter Farms and we're going to do an update on the video that I did about 2 weeks ago and see if we can tell a little bit better. Was I right? Was I wrong? Were you right and wrong? So we're gonna skip the two older ones since I already know that they were female, and we're gonna jump right into it. This one right here, it's actually kind of, sometimes it's best to stand them up, but if I stand it up, then it'll run away. I can't hold it straight, but you can still tell. You should be able to tell with this one. What do you think? Okay, I said last time I was sure it was a male. Still sure it's a male, 100%. You can see the thicker comb here, and it's pretty red. You'll see that especially compared to some other ones that I'll show you later. This is a single barred male, so if it was thicker white bars, you'd know for sure, without doubt, that it was a female, or excuse me, a male, because they can only have double bars. Females can only have single bars. But males can also have single bars too if they only get one copy of the allele. So yeah, this is a male. And I wanted to say, or I wanted to talk really quickly on the back, the saddle feathers, which these guys don't even have yet, because saddle feathers, you usually refer to them for males. Females are usually cushion feathers, and these guys are still too young for the most part to, some breeds you can get them really early, but not this one. So they'll say, you know, you'll see some questions, oh, is this a boy or a girl? And people will say, oh, well, if it has oval feathers right in front of his tail, then it's definitely a female. Thing is, you can't use that as a good judge until about 12 or 13 weeks when the male feathers come in, or the sex feathers come in. These are just like baby feathers for the most part. So you can see here that it looks, it looks oval actually. That one's a little bit more, it's pointed, but can you, hold on baby, hold on. Sometimes feathers, you can't just look at it. You have to kind of put a background behind them, because if you see there's a little fringe right there, and it's very difficult to tell. Even if you're staring right at it, you need a contrasting background. So that almost looks oval. It's a little less oval maybe than some females, but still you can't use that as a reliable judge. Again, if you can see that right there, it looks kind of pointed, and then you put in the whole fringe that you can't see, and it looks more oval. So anyway, this one, these feathers here, these might be male feathers coming in, they might not be. You can look at this and say, oh, well, that's kind of, you know, narrow and pointy, but feathers are sort of like flowers where they start by opening up. So they'll start, you know, like a bud, and then they'll open up as they get bigger. This feather, where'd it go? This feather hasn't opened up all the way yet. So a female might have a feather like this, and then it opens up, and actually you can see the fringe there, that, you know, makes it even more hard to tell if it's pointed or not. So it'll open up as that feather grows, and it'll completely be oval. But if you look at it when it's young, it might look pointed. So just wanted to show that, because that's very important. I see it all the time where people say, oh, it doesn't have pointed feathers, it's definitely a female. It's like, no, you can't use that as a judge. Okay, that one right there, I'm not going to pull out male or female. What do you think? Okay, we said last time I was sure it was a male, and it's still definitely a male. All right, let's do this. Come over. Let me move over a little bit. My nice little sweet 16-year-old helpful daughter is taking the video this time, so I can
thank you.
so I can focus. Okay, the little barred one right there. I just tried to pull her tail off. That is, what do you think? Definitely a male. I said it was definitely a male last time. Still a male. Large pink comb and wattles. It's definitely a male. Okay, let's get into some of the other more difficult ones. Okay, why don't you come over here a second while I crawl in here and grab
Understood.
one. Okay, come here, babies. All right. Okay.
Falling into these things is very common.
Let's get this one right here. What do you think it is? Last time I was mostly sure. That wasn't 100%. But last time I said it was a female. Do you think it still is? Or still is? Do you think I was right? I'm even more sure now. There's like 95% sure. Okay. The reason why, is the comb. Because it's a small little V-shaped comb there. If you compare it to the other one, I know, buddy. All right, let's see if we can get them to cooperate. Can you compare those two at the same age? You can see for sure that his comb is thicker. It's more of a U shape. Hers is V-shaped, skinnier. They're about the same color in pinkness. Oh, and I wanted to mention that too. It's not too hot right now, but sometimes you have to be careful because when it is super hot out, their combs are actually what helps regulate their temperature. And so more blood will come to the comb if they really need to, if they're really hot, for air exchange to cool down, heat exchange. And so some females might have a darker pink than you would expect, but that's because it's really hot. Okay, so yeah, that one was a female, so yeah, I was right. Okay, grab another one. Oh, come on, you guys. I should just crawl in here and stay in here.
No, we wouldn't get good lighting.
This one. All right, sorry, baby. Okay. Okay, this one. Male, female. Okay, last time I said it was a male. Do you think it still is? Or I was right? I'm 95% sure that this is a male. Again, you can't see any feathers here that say, oh, they're pointed. It's still kind of early for that. But the comb is definitely pinker and a little bit larger. Does he have wattles yet? You can see some wattle growth there. And this is part Marans, or all Marans could be. So they do develop a little bit more slowly. I know that for a fact, especially I know my own birds too. So on like a different breed, say that one that's got leghorn in them, the comb is really big. This one isn't quite so big. They're big birds. And so they will be big birds. And so it develops a little more slowly. And also this guy might be subordinate. Those guys might be dominant over this guy. So his comb is just naturally smaller. Because of, I guess, less testosterone or something. So this is a boy. Yay! I'm doing what? 2 for 2? 2 for 2? Well, I'm not counting.
I just know that you've gotten them all relatively correct so far.
All right. Okay. This one right here. All right. What do you think it is? Male or female? Hold on. Got a good picture of, or close up of the comb there.
Can I make a guess?
Okay. You want to guess?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's female.
Yes, you're right. It is female. I was pretty sure it was female last time. I'm still sure it's a female. Again, you can see a V-shaped comb there, a V-shaped pea comb, very small, not overly pink, so female. Great.
I was a little bit unsure because of the tail feathers, but...
Remember, don't look at the tail feathers, though.
Yeah.
And the length of the tail feathers, don't use that either, because even though males have more chance, I'm not even into the feathering speed gene, or alleles, there are a bunch of them. And there are 2 different genes, too, for feathering speed. But some people say, oh, if it feathers in faster, it's definitely a girl. That's more true because there's more chances for the male to get the fast feathering gene than a female, because there is one that's sex-linked. But it's not 100%. And that is a definite not 100%, because if the male, I'm not going to get into it, but definitely don't be 100% using the feather length or how fast they grow in as a definite.
I meant more how, like, it was poking up, but...
You know, I've had, like, some that I was sure were females, and she had a huge, like, they've had, but one I'm thinking of particularly, maybe I can find the picture and post it in the video, but she had a long tail, and it stood up, and I swear, like, if you just judge it on the tail, you would say, oh, that's a male, based on her age, but anyway, it was definitely female. Okay, this one, male or female?
Female?
Yep. Last time I was pretty sure it was a female, still pretty sure. Again, you can see that skinny little comb there. This one, because it has dark skin, I don't think it might even have fibromelanistic gene in it. I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes they can be tricky with dark skin and a lot of melanin in their, they have the melanistic gene. But yeah, skinny, it's dark here. Sometimes because of that, like it's not pink at all. Ideally in a good fibro chicken, it'll never turn pink. It'll always stay black. So you can't use the pink, but it's small. You can use the size here. Nothing to indicate any maleness. Okay, so this is definitely a female. Oh, I know, baby. I know. Oh, God.
If you're spending a lot of time with them, can you also tell by demeanor, like how they act?
I said a little bit about that last time. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'd say it's a clue, but don't go off at 100% because I've seen plenty of calm boys and hyper girls and aggressive girls and, you know, submissive boys. So, you know, it's a clue, but it's just part of the whole picture.
That's why this is a puzzle, not a math problem.
Okay, did I do this one already? Man, you are all the way up there. All right, I'm gonna have to crawl in here.
Which one are you going after?
That one right
The gray one or the one in the corner?
This one, right? Oh, come here, sweetheart. Okay. All right, this one. All right, male or female?
Female? Actually, wait. No, that's a male.
I am still not sure, to be honest. I'm still not sure.
It's a very weird looking comb.
I'm gonna lean female, like maybe 55% female, but I'm not 100%. Okay, so there is this autosomal red here, but if it were a male, now females can have it. Okay, if it were a male, you'd be more likely to definitely see it, or perhaps see it first in the wing band right here. There's a little here, but there's also some here. And I have seen females that have it just here, but it's definitely more common for the males to have it in the wing band. But see, she's got it. She's even got some dark red, autosomal red back here. So, yeah, you know, and so here the comb is, it is sort of U-shaped. It's not that V-shape, but it's pretty small. Now, if it didn't have the black skin, it might, I mean, this one looks a little bit more mulberry. Looks like there is a red tinge. So I think I was pretty sure it was a female last time. Now I'm even less sure. There's nothing that makes me 100% male or female. Like I said, you can't use those back feathers. Those are still, you can see they're still or kind of curved oval shape. The legs are sort of thick, but since I don't know for sure the background, yeah. So
certainly it's a pretty bird, though.
yeah, I know it is. I'm almost 50-50, maybe slightly lean toward female. So we will have to watch this one for an update. I think I have one left. All right, one left. All right, it's that black one over here. Let's see if I can get her. It's him.
The lighting isn't really good enough to see which one you're going for, but
That's fine, that's fine. Okay. So, 1 second. Okay, male or female, what do y'all think? Okay, Kates, what do you think?
I'm not sure, but I'm leaning towards male.
No, this one's a female. This one's definitely a female. She does have a big tail, but the comb here, it is a little bit large, but single combs are going to be larger than pea combs anyway, but it's a single comb.
Oh, it's very pale.
It's very pale, and that's what I'm going off of. And plus, it's sort of I don't know if you can get down and see it, but it's sort of a light type bird. It's not big and fat and heavy, and it does have this long tail, but I think the way the body shape is, I think that could be, say, a leg bar influence, that they have that sort of slight body shape with long tails that tend to develop quickly. So I'm 95% sure this is a female. So I'm pretty sure about that. So and which I thought last time too. So right now, actually, I'm sure all the ones that I said last week, my guesses have, well, not guesses, but my educated guesses, predictions have held out. So yay. The only one I'm not sure of, and I said this last week, is that one with the autosomal red on the wings. Like I said I was leaning toward female last week. I'm a little less leaning toward female now. So, you know, I'm almost going to call that one a draw, because if it turns out to be female, I'll be happy, of course, but I would not be surprised if it were male. So, I don't know if you got the same answers that I did, but let me see.
There you go.
Oh,
It zoomed in somewhat.
Oh, no problem. Just take it without the... So, yeah, if you have any questions or things that didn't make sense, please leave comments. And actually, these guys, are getting a bit old enough, I'll probably take the Silky out because she's about 5 months, I think. So she'll be ready to go in with, she's big enough to go in with the adults, as long as I keep an eye on her since she'll be a newbie. And then yeah.
If you want more, if you want me here more, then please leave a comment.
Yeah, you have to tell me. I haven't seen her video work yet on this one, so you'll have to tell me if she did a good job or not.
I tried.
All right, well, stay tuned for we'll do one more for that one chick that I wasn't sure about yet, and we'll see how she turns out, or he turns out. Okay?